In this section, we will analyze a few sample questions and we will also discuss a sample essay by writing a response to one of the questions. So let's see the first example. Some people think that government should spend as much money as possible on science and technology. Other people disagree and think that this money should be spent on more basic needs. Which one of these opinions do you agree with? So here the main point is the government spending money on a few things. It can be spent on science and technology, or it could be spent on the more basic needs of people like fooding and housing. So you have to clearly express your view, which way you want the government to go and why. That is the most important part. You should be able to convince with your arguments. Now let's see another example. Do you believe that smoking in public should be banned, or should people be allowed to enjoy their liberty? Give reasons for your answer. Here again, you have a choice of allowing public smoking or you want public smoking to be banned, and you have to give reasons for that. So as we discuss the format of the essay, the first part is a thesis statement. Here you explain the main point of contention and give your own opinion on that. So let's see how to write the thesis statement and the first section, that is the introduction section. Let's see a few examples. For an essay on curfew laws, you can say, curfew laws are unfair and should be abolished. Otherwise, the contrary view can be, curfew laws are necessary and should be allowed to stay. Similarly, you can say, smoking at public places should be banned by law with the imposition of fines on the perpetrators. Otherwise, you could have said, smoking at public places concerns public liberty and it should be allowed to stay. Let's see one other version. In my opinion, stem cell research should receive the full support of the government. This can be one of the views. You can also say, in my opinion, stem cell research is a waste of money and the government should not finance it. So you can choose to go any way, but you should be able to convince the reader with your arguments. So let's see a better way of writing the thesis statement. Here we write the contrary opinion as well. So let's see how we do it. The writer's opinion is expressed in the main or the independent clause, and the opposing point of view is normally put in a subordinate clause. So let's see what a subordinate clause is, along with seeing an example of how you can write your introduction or the thesis statement in a better manner. Let's see this example. Despite the claim that curfew laws are necessary to control juvenile gangs, curfew laws are clearly unconstitutional. So here the main point of view or the writer's point of view is curfew laws are clearly unconstitutional. But this sentence also includes a contrary view where it says curfew laws are necessary to control juvenile gangs. And this part before the comma is the dependent clause. If you see, this sentence starts with despite. This clause starts with despite, and if you read this clause, it will not make a complete sense on its own. So this reads like, despite the claims that curfew laws are necessary to control juvenile gangs. This ends suddenly and doesn't make a complete sense. On the contrary, the independent clause, which has the actual opinion, will stand on its own. So it reads like, curfew laws are clearly unconstitutional. So this could have been a sentence in its own right. Let's see another example. This one starts with the word although. So we can use connectors like this to create a better effect. Let's see how this one goes. Although some people say that smoking is a matter of personal choice and concerns individual liberty, it should be banned at public places by all means. Again, you see the main clause or the independent clause has the main argument, or rather has the opinion of the writer. So now let's see an actual example. We take this sample question, which is, do you believe that smoking in public should be banned, or should people be allowed to enjoy their liberty? Give reasons for your answer. Let's see how we tackle this example. The introduction goes as, Although some people say that smoking is a matter of personal choice and concerns individual liberty, it should be banned at public places by all means. I believe that poor practices like smoking should not be encouraged and need to be dealt with seriously. So here you have clearly stated your opinion by saying it should be banned at public places by all means. This is very important. Now let's go to the argument section where we give our arguments supporting our point of view, why we think public smoking should be banned. The first argument, that is the second paragraph, starts with the word firstly, which gives our essay a sense of order and chronology. Firstly, smoking at public places causes a lot of discomfort to people who do not smoke. The risk of diseases that the smokers are exposing themselves to are extended to non-smokers, including children. So you see here your main argument is the non-smokers being put at discomfort. Along with that, you are talking about exposure to diseases due to public smoking, and you also have an emotional appeal by adding children. So this is a perfect argument. Now let's come to the second argument. It starts with moreover. Moreover, public smoking also introduces the habit of smoking to the younger generation. Children are very keen observers and emulate the behavior that they see. Hence, smoking at public places is not morally correct. So again, you have put forward another emotional appeal, and you have augmented your first argument by the second, and you have used the word moreover to have a sense of continuity. This makes your essay look like a coherent unit. Now let's come to the next section. This is the rebuttal section, and this is our fourth paragraph. It goes as: some people might argue that banning smoking was tantamount to curbing public freedom, but it should be kept in mind that our freedom is not absolute, and it's absolutely essential to curb irresponsible behavior for the betterment of the generations to come. Here we presented one more argument, and we dismantled any other contrary opinion that could exist. This gives our essay an edge and a very nice persuasive appeal. Now let's come to the next section. This is the most important section, which is the conclusion section. So you are going to conclude by giving a summary of the arguments that you have put forward along with your point of view. So it goes as: in conclusion, it can be said that public smoking exposes non-smokers to the peril of smoking and also sets a bad example for our youngsters, and hence it should be banned. So here you have restated your reasons for banning smoking, and you have also stated what you feel about banning smoking at public places. So with this, we have completed a very nice persuasive essay on the topic of smoking at public places. We'll conclude our video with this, and if you have any other questions or you want me to deal with any other topic, please put that in the comment section. Thank you very much.